Hey guys, so this is day 15. So today I'm going to talk about just do it. Yeah, so Nike talks about just doing it a lot, and I think it's become a bit of a catchphrase and blah blah blah, but um, it's funny because a lot of people say it and then just do it, just do it, just do it, but then they get stuck up on how do I do it? It's an interesting concept and it applies just to just basically you just gotta have balls, right? You just gotta do it. Like a lot of times people say how, but they don't actually need to know about the how. They just need to have some balls. So, for example, as a practical example, often a lot of times people in the past, I had I didn't know how to talk to girls, for example, and I was very obsessed with the how. What do I say? What do I say? What do I say? And actually, the what is not so important as it is as did I say it? And do I actually do it? Right? Um, this like once you actually go and talk to a girl, it you just talk and you act like a normal human being. Like maybe at first it's like fucking scary as shit, but then after a while it's like, oh well, it's just a human being, and then you just talk. If you want to, for example, take a girl home, you just take her home. How do you do it? You just go take her hand, and then you walk with her toward your home. And then, of course, she might pull her hand away, or she might ask where we're going, or whatever. And you handle those things because you are taking her home, right? Now, this applies to everything. This applies to sales. This applies to just life in general, really. I mean, anything that you want to do. It's like a friend of mine, Scotty Flamingo. He used to say, like, what do you mean? How do you do that? How do you go up to a girl and kiss her immediately? You just do it. How do you brush your teeth? You just do it. You just take your toothbrush, put on some toothpaste, start brushing. That's it. You just do it, right? This this is easier said than done at first. Like when there's a lot of emotions going on and there's fear, it complicates the matter because then you start thinking about the how, and I try to break myself out of that cycle. I try to recognize that sometimes there's something I want to do, and then I start thinking about the how. And when I catch myself thinking about how do I do it, how do I say it in such a way how do I say it and not fuck up? Um, get how do I ask where's the bathroom? How do I excuse myself from the situation if I need to pee? How do I I'm really sleepy. How do I keep awake? I need coffee. I'm in the middle of a class. Should I go silently? Should I sneak around back, or what do I do? You know, no, just go walk in a straight line stand up from my seat, stand up, walk straight to the coffee, pour myself a cup of coffee, drink the coffee. I mean, it's not that hard. And you actually everyone I believe that everyone knows how to do everything intuitively. They're just too scared to execute it because of the repercussions. Actually doing it is very easy. How do you get a job? You go and look for a job. You go out, ask people, everyone you know, hey, I'm looking for a job. You go on Craigslist, and then you look through every single job listing there. If there are no job listings, Google for, like, say, if you're in New York, NYC jobs, whatever, Brazil jobs, whatever it is. I mean, there's fucking Google, right? Or if not, ask your mom. Ask your mom, ask your dad, ask your friends, ask your aunts and uncles. Everybody, right? The how is not important. The how, everyone has this inner wisdom or whatever, and even if you don't, if you're like, when I grew up, I was completely sheltered, and I really didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know how to do a lot of things, but part of that is because I didn't have experience, and so I would always I didn't have any balls either, so I was always asking people, how do I do this? But once I realized, at one point in time, I realized if I just do it, just try to do it first, then I'll learn along the way. A lot of people, they question, and they're like, oh well, why do you have to like fall into these traps? Like if you just did a little bit of planning at first, then you could avoid these traps. Like that's why I don't plan. I never plan. I mean, it's planning I do after I get the experience. First, I have to get the experience by going head first into something, just doing it. And then when I fuck up, that's when I learn, and that's when I start to plan. I'm like, okay, well, I try to, let's say, going back to the coffee example, I try to stand up and then walk over, and then the instructor is like, hey, uh, you're disrupting my class. Then I'm like, okay, um, raise my hand. I don't know, out of respect, depending on the situation, right? Or let's say, well, that's a poor example actually, but like, what about let's say talking to a girl and then like going to up to a girl and just grabbing her hand and then walking back to my place. Hey, uh, I don't know you. Oh, shit. Um, oh hey, nice to meet you. Hi, how's it going? Uh, Whatever, and then proceed, just keep going, right? um what I'm doing right now, I'm learning about sales and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, um but I'm just going along with it. I'm just taking concrete steps. I'm taking classes, I'm doing training, I am talking to people, I'm bugging the shit out of my managers, and I'm taking exams, I'm getting certified for shit. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning along the way. I'm just doing it. These are the steps that I'm taking. I've done it before. I've done it before for different industries. I've done it before for hobbies. I've done it before for meeting girls. I've done it before for uh, becoming instructors in fitness instructor. Whatever. It's just you just do it. I don't know. I don't know how, but I will as soon as I start to do it. So I hope this is I hope this is not too theoretical. I hope this is practical advice. And if you have any questions or comments, just let me know. Comments below. Talk to you later.